Well, greetings, Sagittarius. This is a general reading for July 2019. So let's see what's going on with you for this month here. What we see here that you are involved in for this July. Happy 4th of July. Happy Independence Day. Happy American birthday. However you want to call it. Oh, you got these cards popping out here. Okay. Let's see. What's going on here? Oh, okay. You like, hurry up. You're moving too slow. Okay, I see. Okay, so the first thing that I pick up here is that I do feel like that there's someone here that's in a very strong relationship. It could be a very strong marriage. If you're not in it, you're definitely going to get into it. I'm also seeing here too where I feel like that where you were kind of on the fence about certain things here, especially this feels like this could be dealing with financial, but any decision that you might have been on the fence with, I do feel like that this is the time you're going to make a decision what you want to do, and I feel like you're going to follow through. I'm also seeing here money is not really going to be an issue here with many of you Sagittarius. I do see short-term money. I do see long-term money here. I also see here too that I feel like that there's an energy here where you're not, I feel like you're a thinker kind of vibration. So you're not going to be doing a lot of hard labor physically, but I do feel like that you're going to be doing a lot of thinking here, and that's how you're going to be maneuvering. I do see moving, so a lot of you are going to be moving. You're going to be making some move, and you're going to be making some life moves that I see that's here. I also see the main thing I see is very strong support. So it's like, you know, whatever direction you're going into or decisions that you're making, I do see that you do have the support that is there. I do see a leadership kind of vibration that's here. Some of you energies here where I see victory, and I do see victory over a negative situation. There could have been some health issues going on. There could have been something here, because I do see something with health, and I do feel like it could have went in a whole different direction than what it is going to go into. So things really it's like that death energy just rolled right on past. It didn't, because it was that energy was around you for a minute there. I also see here too where I feel like that I'm just here feeling like that this is going to be a happy time for you. I feel more of a peaceful time here for many of you, and so this is going to be a peace and a happiness that you have really never had. I also see here too that this is a time that you always been a creator, and so now you're going to really start to see your creation here really start to manifest. You're going to be creating on a whole different level that I see that's here. I'm also seeing here too where it's like you're not going to have to do the work. You will have other people do the work for you. Like I say, you're more of a thinker kind of vibration here. So you see it, you figure it out, you see it all in your mind's eye, and then you see it happening in the physical energy that I see that's here. It's also saying victory, so you're walking into your victory. And some people could say you're a very lucky person, but no, it's more than luck that I see that's here. You have a real strong victory. I even feel that some of you do have people from the other energy, spirits from the other side that is really protecting you. So you got like watching your back, you know, watching your front. There's some real strong spiritual protection that I see that's going on here. I do feel like that whatever that you are going to manifest as far as a business, a career, is going to take off. and it's like, you know, that fire energy that is there. So it's really going to take off. It's saying here that this is the wisdom card here. So you got the know-how, you got the wisdom to make it happen, to make things happen here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that, you know, you taking a sad situation, isolated kind of situation, and you are making it work for you. So some of you are in an isolation kind of energy, a sadness kind of energy, but again, you able to make it work. You able to figure your way out of that situation here. Like I said, you a thinker kind of vibration. I see you got some very strong bonds here. So the bonds in the relationship that you have are very strong. You are in control. This is a leadership card that's there. So things is definitely in your control that I see that's here. It's also saying here too where it's like you grounded, and so you're not going to just take off and do something or make a decision without really thinking about it here. So you really are grounded. You really don't just react. You make decisions here. I feel like that what you dream about or think about is all coming true. You living into whatever it is that you've always been wanting. Now you in that position that you are able to live that. Now balance, I see a lot of balance. Some of you have been unbalanced. You've been living in an unbalanced situation, doing unbalanced things, but I feel more of a balance that's there with you. It's saying you're a born leader, and so you definitely is in your leadership energy. That's the only way you know. You don't know anything else because you're born that way. I also see here too where I feel like that you are at a top level now. So it's like how high you want to go. That really depends on you here. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that you learn. You a quick learner, so you learn as you go here too. You're not slow about anything. It's also an energy here that you know how they say, ride the tide. So whatever changes that is made, you can adjust. You can adjust real good. You in the energy here that what you've been seeking, that you are able to find it now. I'm also seeing here too that this is like a vibration here where I feel like that you have the support that most people dream about, and so you definitely have it. Now you're starting to appreciate it, because sometimes, you know, some things that you were taking for granted, now you really see the value and the worth of it, and so you start to really appreciate. I do see here too where you're going to like really enjoy your children here, or young people that I see that's around you. I feel you really going to enjoy them. I feel like that you're ready to do new things in life. The changes, you know, you're not just keep doing the same thing or the same way. So you're ready to do things in a different way, make some changes that I see here. I also see here too that you are in a real love energy. So for those of you that's in it, you in it, and it's going to get stronger or deeper, as they say. For those of you that's not in it, you're getting ready to get into it, and you're able to handle it. There's going to be some kind of honeymoon. The trip going to feel like a honeymoon. You might have children with you, but it's still going to feel like a honeymoon. So you could end up taking a trip or something around water. So this could be, you know, a water trip, cruise, your boat, kind of things like that. So you definitely is going to be doing a lot of things here with family kind of energy here. I also see here too where before it was easier for you to let distraction block you from keeping an open mind. I feel like that some of you have matured, and so a lot of you have really matured now. And so especially when it comes to emotion, there was some unbalance. Some of you was dealing with unbalanced emotions here because it was unbalanced thinking, but now you are able to you got balance that's there. I'm also seeing here too that I feel like that there's the energy here where I'm seeing a coming together more so of a pulling apart. So even though that some of you could be in a situation where there could be a force trying to pull apart, but it's like a rubber band, it comes right back. So I don't see any of you, whoever I'm picking up, I don't see a pulling apart vibration. I see more of a coming together, more of a closeness energy that I see that's there. I'm also seeing here too, some of you could be writing, and I do see here that your writing is going to pay off, because I'm seeing here is you writing the truth. It's coming from within, and so it's going to be really resonating. It's going to be really powerful. And when you write stuff, people need to feel it, and that's what I feel that's going to be going on there. So I feel a lot of success dealing with some kind of written work that I see that's here. I'm also seeing here too a lot of positive thoughts is going to be going into whatever you creating, and so you creating things from a position of positive, not from a position of negative, because you're noticing now that when you're dealing with position of positive, they're stronger. The results is more powerful. The results are more stronger, and you like that energy. That energy fits you, so you want to stay in that power and that strength. Also, it's saying here too that I feel like that this, you kind of know the direction, you know which way to go, and you have a strong intuition, and you follow your intuition here. It's saying that you're not beating up on yourself. At one point you used to blame yourself for a lot of things, but you're not blaming yourself. You understand how life goes. I feel a lot of maturity that's there. I also see here too that where you didn't have a lot of trust, I do feel that your trust is more strong. So there were some people or situations that you didn't trust in. Now you're starting to have trust where you didn't have trust before. I also see some of you as very spiritual, so you could really be getting into the faith-based kind of energy that's here. So I see you like really opening up or tapping into something that is really on a spiritual level that I'm seeing that's here. I also see here too that you are not holding your feelings. You're going to let your feelings flow. You're going to trust your feelings, which you've always had, but now you're going to trust them more so than you ever had before. It's also saying, you say some of you felt like you wasn't safe. Some of you felt like you had to always look over your shoulder, but I don't feel that energy that's there anymore, Sagittarius. I see a safe vibration that I see that's there. So you don't really need to be looking over your shoulder, because there's really nothing that is there. It's also saying here too that it's like you've been kind of beating up on yourself. You've been kind of a person that's been looking at yourself in the mirror and slapping yourself and beating up on and it's saying you have done nothing wrong. You just you live life. You got to make choices. You got to ride the wave. You take the bitter with the sweet. And that's what you have been doing here. So you got confidence. You've always been a confidence person. I feel like you have a different kind of confidence, more of a peaceful kind of confidence that I see here with many of you Sagittarius here. I'm also seeing here too where it's like some of you Sagittarius, you are either going to be around children, either your own, or you're going to be teaching or something to do with children here. And so I feel a real strong connection. I even feel like there could be adoption, because I'm feeling something about adoption energy here, taking children that's less fortunate, and you are able to help them out. It's also saying here too that you recognizing also that what kind of power that you have the power to change things. And so you didn't, I mean, you kind of knew it, but not like the level you do now. And so you understand it now. And so you feel comfortable in making the changes that you are making here. And you're seeing that these changes are necessary changes. And so you're not going to be in an unhealthy situation. You are getting out of anything that doesn't vibe with you. You're not dealing with that. You making moves, making changes. You believe, you trust in yourself. You moving forward without any fear. You've been wanting to move forward, but you've been having some kind of fear, some kind of hesitation going on. Now that hesitation is not there, so you moving forward here, and you're able to move forward with strong, in a strong position here. It's also saying here that you've got, again, I keep picking up spiritual support, so you definitely have some ancestors or someone here that is really got your back. And so they not, you know, it's like you walking and you want to look, and it's like they like, we got you. You don't have to keep looking. We got your back. We're not going to let nothing sneak up on you. So this is a time of change, a time of maturity that I see here with a lot of you Sagittarius, a lot of leadership. Energy at a different level. You've always had leadership, but this is at a different level, Sagittarius here. So Sag, you know, you in a good position here. I feel some of you was like, had your back up against the wall. It was like some of you was about ready to get ran over, but it's like you moved out the way right in time. It's like, you know, somebody came and rescue you, or you were able to get out the way. So that energy, the worst is behind. You made it past that energy there. So now it's like, enjoy yourself, enjoy the next level of your life here. So you went from like a child kind of energy of thinking to more of a mature kind of energy of thinking and doing things. So Sagittarius, enjoy. You in a good position, very good position. This cup of tea is for you. Enjoy, Sag.